Hello, Mr. Holt's class. Today we are going to learn about quadrilaterals. We're going to start off with some vocabulary. With our geometry unit, vocabulary will be very important. You must know these definitions. Polygon. A polygon is a closed shape with at least 3 sides, no curves or bends, and has no crisscrosses. A few examples of polygons include triangle, quadrilateral, which we will be going over today, pentagon, hexagon, octagon, and decagon. Attribute. An attribute is a describing word or describing words to help understand a shape. Vertex. The point where 2 lines meet, or a corner. Angle. The space, usually measured in degrees, between where 2 lines meet. A type of angle is a right angle, an angle that measures 90 degrees. It is formed when 2 lines touch and look like a capital L. Parallel. Parallel are lines that will never touch. They will go on and on forever in each direction and never touch. Those lines are parallel. Equal. Equal means the same. Opposite. Lines that are across from one another, not next to. So let's move into talking about types of quadrilaterals. This is where you're going to need to pull out some paper and a pencil and write these definitions down. In order to be successful, you need to know the definition for quadrilateral and all of the types of quadrilaterals listed below. Ready to get started? All right. A quadrilateral is a polygon that has 4 sides that are straight. It is a 2-dimensional or flat shape, closed, where the lines join up, and has 4 angles. Some types of quadrilaterals that we are going to go over in the next few slides are trapezoid, kite, parallelogram, rhombus, rectangle, and square. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start off with a trapezoid. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral with exactly 1 pair of parallel sides. Now on this definition, I've included some of our previous definitions to help you understand. So, example, a trapezoid is a quadrilateral. And here is our definition of a quadrilateral, with exactly 1 pair of parallel sides. And again, parallel, lines that will never touch. Now you notice these lines are parallel because sometimes shapes have arrows on them. Arrows mean that these 2 lines are parallel, that those 2 lines will never touch. So this shape is telling you that those 2 lines are parallel. So when you have a quadrilateral with exactly 1 pair of parallel sides, you're going to have a trapezoid. If you look carefully, this line right here and this line right here, they don't touch, but if you were to extend them forever and ever, and this line were to go up here, and this line were to go up here, would those lines have crossed? Yes, they would have crossed, probably somewhere around here, which means that these 2 lines are not parallel. So we only have 1 pair of parallel sides. So this shape is considered a trapezoid. Next is a kite. A kite is a quadrilateral that has 2 pair of sides. Each pair is made of 2 sides where they meet that are equal in length. Now we know that this side and this side are equal because again on our drawing, whoever made this drawing put a line right down the middle of these 2 sides. This line means that this line of the shape and this line of the shape are going to be equal. because there is one tick mark through the line. So we match those up, 1 and 1. So these lines must be equal. Now if we go down here, this line and this line have 2 tick marks. So if we match those up, this line and this line must be equal. Okay, so again, when we see these lines, it means that the two sides are equal length. Do these two sides have equal lengths? Yes, because they have 2 tick marks. So we match them up. So any side with 2 tick marks has the same measurement as the other side with 2 tick marks. What about these two sides? Are those two sides equal length? No, because this side has 1 tick mark and this side has 2 tick marks. Now, be careful because not all shapes have lines in them. Sometimes the people who draw shapes do that to help you, and other times you just have to use your eyes. Let's go on to our next definition. A parallelogram. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral where opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, and opposite sides are parallel. So write that definition down and let's go through it slowly. So a parallelogram, this shape right here, is a quadrilateral. Again, our definition of a quadrilateral is right here, where opposite sides, this side and this side, are equal. This side and this side are equal. Opposite angles are equal, and the opposite sides are also parallel. So go through and make sure that this shape checks all of these things. Yes, it's a quadrilateral. Yes, opposite sides are equal. Yes, opposite angles are equal. And yes, opposite sides are parallel. If all of those are yes, then this shape is a parallelogram. A rhombus. A rhombus is a quadrilateral where all the sides are equal. Opposite angles are equal and opposite sides are parallel. So again, take a look at this shape. Is it a quadrilateral? Yes. Are all sides equal? Yes. Are opposite angles equal? Yes. Are opposite sides parallel? Remember, lines that will never touch. Yes. So that would be a rhombus. Now, look at the definition that you wrote for rhombus and the definition that you wrote for parallelogram. What's the difference? Well, the only difference is that in a rhombus, all sides are equal. In a parallelogram, only opposite sides are equal. So you can see that it is a very small difference between the two make for different shapes. Let's move on to rectangle. A rectangle is a quadrilateral where opposite sides are equal. All angles are equal and they're right angles, which mean 90 degrees. Opposite sides are parallel. So again, take a look at this shape. Notice the angles. You will see a half box and something that looks like an upside down capital L. That is telling you that this is a 90-degree angle. Okay, so all four sides have 90-degree angles. So is it a quadrilateral? Are opposite sides equal? Are angles equal and are they right angles? And are opposite sides parallel? If yes, then it is a rectangle. A square. A square is a quadrilateral where all sides are equal. All angles are equal and right angles, 90 degrees, and opposite sides are parallel. So again, look at this very carefully. Go one by one and check off the boxes. Is it a quadrilateral? Yes. Are all sides equal? Yes. Are all angles equal in right angles, meaning 90 degrees? Yes. And are opposite sides parallel, which means they will not touch? Yes. So that is a square. Now again, look at your definition of rectangle and compare it to a square. What is different? A square is a quadrilateral where all sides are equal. A rectangle is a quadrilateral where only opposite sides are equal. So again, a very small change means a totally different shape. All right, I know that was a lot, but it's something that you just have to remember for this unit of geometry. So below, I put the definitions again for each of the quadrilaterals that you are required to know. So you may go ahead and pause this video and write down these definitions. It is important that you know them. It is important when you see a shape that you look at each of these definitions and see if that shape has it. If it doesn't have what it's saying in the definition, then you can cross that one shape off. So please make sure you write these down, keep them nearby, and refer to them often in this unit. Good luck, and if you need any help, please rewatch this video to make sure that you get these definitions correct. Good luck!